Welcome back to the channel. As you can see from the thumbnail, I have an exciting video to show you because I've finally acquired a piece that I've been waiting on for a while, and I want to take you along for the unboxing experience. Grand Seiko is a brand that I've been wanting to own for a really long time, ever since I got into Seiko watches, because their attention to detail is unparalleled in the industry. This is a brand that's certainly for the enthusiast. Being one myself, I was very attracted to that amazing finishing and the innovative spring drive movement that they incorporate in a lot of their watches. I've been pretty much obsessed with this whole idea of like a completely smooth mechanical movement with no indication of ticking whatsoever. I really thought that Rolex would do it for me in terms of like the smoothness of the seconds hand, but I really think Grand Seiko hit the nail on the head with this one. I actually picked up this watch secondhand in great condition because the deals online, if you can find one, are very, very competitive compared to the retail price. As you can see, this is a great set despite it not being complete, but it's exactly what I was looking for. Pulling the watch out of the box, I do have one nitpick, one gripe. And that's if you're paying this much money for a watch, let's say 5,000 plus, I feel you should be getting a really high quality box instead of something made out of cardboard. But I digress. The watch is beautiful. I mean, look at the strap. The crocodile is just amazing. This is the first time that I've had exotic leather on a watch, and to be honest, it really feels high quality. I was expecting it to be kind of plasticky. I know that might sound crazy, but I've just never seen or felt anything like this in person other than at ADs and little boutiques where you can't really bend the leather because it'll diminish the value of the product that they're selling. The stitching on this strap is really, really cool too because if you notice, the color of it is actually exactly the same as the seconds hand color, which is like the biggest selling factor for me on this watch aside from the movement itself. But I mean, look at that. Look at the finishing work. Look at the dial. It's striking, but it's subtle at the same time. The striking part about it is really just that seconds hand, and then obviously this amazing finishing. So this is that Zaratsu polish that everybody talks about, the black polishing, and apparently you have to send this watch to Japan to get it repolished. There aren't any places in America that you can actually get this watch polished at, besides like a third party dealer. But typically, when you need to get this watch polished, then you would either send it to a Grand Seiko boutique in the US to get it serviced, or you'd have to send it directly to Japan. Now, I think that'd be all coordinated through them, but that's a whole different process in itself. I'm just really, really loving this. If you look at the clasp itself, I mean, it's finished just as well as the rest of the watch. It's brushed. I'm really happy that it's brushed because having a polished clasp, especially on the bottom, is just asking for scratches because you're going to be wearing this piece. If you look at the hour markers, they're also Zaratsu polished, which is really cool because in certain lightings, this thing is going to look like it's covered in jewels. It has diamonds on the dial, where obviously it doesn't. They're just chamfered edges that are really polished and beautiful. Even the movement in the back. I mean, look at this. This is amazing. Fully finished movement. You can see it through the see-through case back. That's something that I really, really wanted in a watch of this quality. In my opinion, this is actually one of the most slept on Grand Seiko Spring Drive models to this date. And the crazy thing about that is it's one of the most affordable ones for the size. And with this wrist roll, you can see, amazing watch. It's not too big for my wrist. Like I've said in previous videos, I do have a 6.8 inch wrist, 6.75, somewhere around there, and it fits great. This is a 39 millimeter watch. The lug to lug is actually quite big for the size of the watch. So it looks like, there's sort of horns on each side, which is very interesting. But you can easily throw it on a strap, as you see here. You could throw it on a different strap, an aftermarket one, and it'd probably pair pretty nicely. I am planning on getting an aftermarket strap for this watch, but for the time being, I think I'm gonna rock this crocodile leather because it's just so clean. It's so timeless. I'm really happy with my decision so far, and I hope you guys really, really enjoyed this process with me because this is a watch that I'm gonna keep for a very long time. With finishing like this and dials to match it, I mean, it's hard not to have Grand Seiko at the top of your list. Do me a favor and drop a like on the video and let me know in the comment section which Grand Seiko are you picking up next. Until next time, peace.